For all you content creators out there, I got one little thing to tell you. I just want to tell you one little thing and one little personal story from my life that is pretty applicable to this whole Steven Crowder versus the Dailywire. Wait, the Ben Shapiro Dailywire. Wait, it's not even Ben or Jeremy Boring's Dailywire is actually the TedCruz Dailywire. Maybe not directly TedCruz, but more specifically about the billionaires who also back TedCruz Dailywire. Whoa! All right, that's what I wanted to talk about in context to the last week and Steven Crowder coming off talking about bad contracts because, he gets locked in and then you have to pay money if he gets kicked off YouTube. And then Ben comes on and Candace Owen comes on. Jeremy Boring comes on. All these people from the Daily Wire that come on and they're like, he just wants the money. Let me tell you something. Sometimes contracts are really, 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 really bad. What do you gotta do about it? Well, some people are like, well, get out your liars and go hash it out back and forth. Here's what I want to tell you. I'm going to say one thing about that. Sometimes people don't have a lot of money to do that. Sometimes they might accidentally miss something. God damn it! Is that stupid for me to say? Who am I? Let me tell you a personal story. So, one time I was on TV 13 years ago. Who cares? Do you care? Can I tell you? I talk about it all the time. Look at me. Look at me. I was on TV. One episode. It was like an American Idol show, except it was like, now doors. What did it fancy host show? Yeah, good job. You suck, Oatmeal Joey Arnold. Who cares? I go on TV with Comcast and NBC. They're the ones behind the show. Ooh, big names in the industry. So I just go on, and after I'm on, they have me sign a contract. God knows what was in the contract. Did I just sell my soul to the devil? But let me tell you something about my life. So I've always been into writing contracts, even though I'm not a smart doctor like Ben Shapiro. Oh, no. I'm not. I'm just a little oatmeal boy from the ghettos for I got born in 85. I don't know anything. I'm not that smart. I used to make these contracts for my younger sister back in the ghetto, back in the 90s. That 90s show starring Oatmeal Joy Arnold. I lived in the 90s. And even though my mind has been in that world since then, sometimes I'm gonna miss some things. I'm not gonna, like, if you sell me a contract, you might fool me and you might have me sign my soul to the devil, like Steven Crowder almost did. Steven Crowder may have been in a bad situation with the plays. Some people are arguing that might be a bad situation. And perhaps there might be some problems there. But then he stumbled into something that was a lot worse with the Daily Wire, because they're gatekeepers and God knows what's going to happen to this video. Prove my point, Daily Wire. Flag this video and take it down. Alright? YouTube fact checkers and AI. Flag this video. Flag my channels. You're ready. Delete over 10,000 videos mine. 10,000 videos. Why? Because I suck? If I suck, okay. I'm not saying that I'm great. Oatmeal not great. Oatmeal stupid. Look. Oatmeal upload video screaming. Look at me. I'm screaming. 10,000 videos. made 10,000 videos in a Gino Carano Terror the Prairie video. She was in a movie. Gina Carano, movie star in Star Wars and Fast and the Furious. Wow! She got in movie. Dailywire made the movie. I watch movie, make video about it, put it on YouTube. Dailywire, come in, take it down. Wow, thank you, Dailywire. I go to YouTube and I say, please restore the video. It didn't violate community guidelines or copyright. YouTube said, okay, yay! They restored the video. Dailywire, why do you take down the video in the first place? Why? How many people saw the video? Did I say something bad to you? Did I try to steal something from you? Why did you manually go into my video that was almost private because nobody even saw the video because I'm just a small little oatmeal boy? Not a lot of people see me. I want to be big and famous, an influencer. Yeah, big oatmeal influencer. Take off my clothes, try to tell you something. Been making videos since 96, right before I turned 11. But then you know what happened? First, YouTube restores the video where I compliment the Dailywire movie. Try to play ball with the Dailywire funded by people, the billionaires of who were helping TedCruz. If you like TedCruz, you should be against me. Why should we pick sides? Maybe we should. Because it's like, you know what? The Dailywire, dude, you know what Ben said. And now he come around and be like, you remember that song by Oatmeal? Back in 2019? A year before the thing that happened that I can't talk about on YouTube. And I decided this video is going directly onto YouTube. I was thinking about making some videos where that I upload to other websites. Right now I'm not doing that. But it's like, trying not to get banned. Let me tell you something really quickly. So, Ben Shapiro makes a video, and one of the things he says is, Steven Crowder! Oh, he knows how to not get banned on YouTube. He does the piss off YouTube segment at the end, and he tells all his listeners, go to my website. TedCruz does that too. Look at me. I'm Ben Shapiro. And I do the same thing. I'm like, piss off YouTube. Go to my website and I'll be saying some stuff that you're not allowed to say on YouTube. See how easy it is to not get banned? So stupid people like, Bill Giuliano, he's retarded. He's so stupid. And his videos are going to get flagged again because he said the R word, even though he's talking about himself. You're not allowed to say bad things, even if you're reporting on a crime that happens to you. That thing happened recently to me on Twitter, by the way, but never mind that. Oh, yeah! Oatmeal stupid! 10,000 videos get deleted. They must be stupid videos. 3 of his channels get suspended! Yeah, terminated off YouTube forever because, Oatmeal do bad thing. What do you do? Nobody knows because YouTube staff never say. They just say, just click on a button on the YouTube website. They go in, and they're like, why is Oatmeal banned on YouTube? And the YouTube database says, he racist, he bad, he just violate the rules all the time. I type back in the emails and on Twitter many times and in the Google YouTube forums, and I get other people to help me too, and I try to contact them, and I'm like, please be specific in what I did wrong. What did I do wrong? God damn it, what did I do wrong? Please point to a particular video, just one particular video that I did, that I violated the rules so that I can have a third community guideline strike, so that you can suspend this third channel. And then I could be like, okay, I got my third strike. But you know what YouTube does? YouTube's like, no, we're not going to do it. no, we're not gonna do that to you, Oatmeal Joey Audi. You suck on this Sunday, yeah. Probably should have opened up with the date, but we're not gonna do that right now. We're just gonna tell you what the date is now on this Sunday, yeah. What's the date? The 22nd of January, 2023. We take down your channel, Oatmeal, your third channel. We suspend it forever, not a temporary timeout like on Facebook. Forever, never, never. Your channel gets deleted on all your videos because you got 2 strikes. You don't get a 3rd strike. We disband it. We disband it. We disband your channel. We're not gonna give you a 3rd strike. We're just gonna terminate your channel. Not only are we gonna do that, we're gonna send you 3 or 4 emails all on the same day, probably all in the same minute, and be like, "You're banned. You're suspended. No, you're not. Yes, you are. No, you're not. Yes, you are." Make up your mind. Make up your mind. Are we gonna ban Oatmeal or not ban him? Oh my God, technical difficulties. I think we're breaking the internet, breaking the matrix. Oh no. Short circuiting, malfunctioning. What's going on here? Everybody wants to know. What's happening? What's happening to Scott Adams? Anyways, I just wanted to say that this video is supposed to be like 2 minutes long. I can't help myself. Gotta go on rants because they're all really important. YouTube delete over 10,000 videos of mine. It's terrible. That's why I talk about it, because I will never forgive them for suspending over 3 channels, locking me out of over 40 channels, probably over 40 by now. I can still get into a few. I don't know how many I have. I've counted around 40, maybe more. But most of them I can't get into, and some of them are totally terminated. And what is devastating is I cannot predict what is going to happen, and that is the problem. And so people like Ben Shapiro can be like, well, you just have to follow the rules, but that's not true, because they will always come up with reasons to ban you or have no reason. For example, out of the many, many examples I can give, and I've been documenting this for years because I've noticed this going back to 2010, at least 2010, last 13 years. Let me say that again. Last goddamn 13 years! That's 1-3. That's more than 10 years. That's more than a decade in my life. From 2010 to 2023, this current year, 2023, I've noticed censorship going back to 2010. That's right, 2010. I'm not accidentally saying the wrong number of the years. Last 13 years or longer, and some people go back to 2008. People like Jones and Luke Rocky on the Temple Kiss, some of the other people, they talk about it too, like, oh, since 2008, YouTube and all this stuff, and all these people, and then other websites too. Sometimes maybe go back even farther than that. If you think about the origins of the internet and all the people involved behind who was behind Google and Facebook, and why was Amazon Jeff Bezos in my dream just like 2 hours ago? And he was like right behind, like he like we were at Jay Leno or David Letterman's show, or maybe both, and he's like there. And I'm like, are you there so that you're going to come on in case they're sick or they're not able to do their show? And I'm looking at Jeff Bezos, guy with a, what do you call that? Erection. No, I think that's up. Spaceship that goes into space with Star Trek star Captain Kirk. So I'm like, is that why you're gonna do it? You're gonna host the show for Jay Leno or David Letterman? And he was about to tell me that I woke up, but he was kind of telling me no, like what I said was wrong, and I kind of said like, yeah, isn't that why you're here? You're gonna go on or what? And he was like, no. Let me explain. And then I woke up You got all these rich people with all this money, and I love money. But the point that Steven Crowder was making is they can screw you over. And one of the things that I wanted to say on this day in this video was, God knows where I'd be today if I signed some of those contracts. And I mentioned I did sign one contract. Probably it's probably expired by now, or I don't really know, because like I'm looking at this contract. I go on TV and they make me sign a contract with Universal, NBC, with Comcast. They're like all together, like three companies together, I think. Like, and they're like in the wording of the contract, I don't remember exactly, but it's almost like they own my image and my likeness and like forever, or I really don't know what the wording was, but it's like I'm a little bit like nerdy when it comes to like looking at the words, looking at the terms and conditions. Like the first few years when I was online, I would join websites like Facebook, MySpace. I would look at the terms and conditions when I was joining social media. I was thinking about that kind of stuff. I would try to read the terms and the conditions. I would try to understand it. After a while, you stop reading them. But like the first few times, you might read them when you're joining a website, when you're joining social media. And I was thinking about all that kind of stuff, and it was like always important, because I'm that kind of guy. I don't think everybody's like that. But what I'm trying to say is, even for me, I'd probably sign a bad contract. And I'd probably not get a billion lawyers to hash it out to make a better deal. And so people are like, well, these deals are pretty normal and everybody's doing these deals, but they're not. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's just a normal deal! Let me tell you something. It's not a normal deal, you know that? It's not a normal deal. Not everybody do that stuff. The stuff that Dailywire do. They're not doing that stuff! God damn it! They don't do that stuff! You think they do that stuff, but they don't do that stuff! That kind of content not normal. It doesn't matter if you're gonna hash it out and make it a better deal. Why are you gonna start with a bad deal? Because if somebody in the industry of new talent gonna come into this, close your eyes. I close my eyes, and then just go and sign it. That means Dailywire, I'm going to be like, all right, we own you, sucker. We own you, sucker. All right, Susie, please delete this video. I know Ben Shapiro's going to knock it down. You'll see, oh, look up, yo, Joey Arnold. It's defamation. Because he's telling the truth. He's telling the truth, and we're gatekeepers. We can't tell anybody what they said, like I said earlier. Ben just came out, and he's like, I guess I have to tell the truth because, Oatmeal came out with that video, that music video, that song, back in 2019. I was about to tell that story earlier, and I forgot to tell you, but it's like, you probably already know. I mean, how can you not know? What a great song. I uploaded a video to YouTube, goddamn, and I upload that video back in 2019, right before the thing that happened in 2020 that I can't really talk about. Whoa, I can't talk about it. Yeah. Not like anybody watching my videos, but goddamn, let me tell you what the song was. I said I looked at the camera because it's like I might have a copy of the video, but I did lose over 10,000 videos, so don't blame me if I don't have a copy of that video so I can show you and try to prove to you that it was already uploaded to YouTube. But you know what I said in that video on YouTube back in 2019, before the thing that happened, I started singing this song. If you don't want to stay alive, sticking in your arm, Elon Musk. Sticking in your arm one more. If you don't want to stay alive, stick it in your arm. Stick it in your arm. Stick it in your arm. Ow, ow! Billy Breaker, Red Dog in the hood, gonna tell you what you should know, but this video's gonna get deleted, yeah. Because YouTube's gonna find it and delete it. YouTube's gonna delete this video. And that's the crazy thing about it, is that YouTube can delete any video in any channel for any reason, or no reason at all, and they will not tell you why in the emails. And more people should be standing up to it, but people like Ben Shapiro are going to be like, no, they don't. They got reasonable terms and conditions. You just gotta follow the rules. Yeah, I'm a Jew. Hey, get on my face, Kanye West. Kanye West. Candace Owens, you can't interview Kanye West, but I'm black. No, you can't do it. TedCruz won't like it. I won't like it because I'm a Jew. Oh my God, you said the J word. Joey? No, the J word. Joey Arnold? No, the J word. God damn it. Oh my God, you said Jew. Oh no, please, YouTube. YouTube, don't delete this video. Oh, I'm not trying to say anything bad about anybody. But you said Kanye West, and that means you are bad. Oh no, I just want to talk to him because some people did him bad. That means you're racist. But he's black. That means he's racist. Oh my God, but people did him bad. That means he's bad. But people did him bad, so he tried to talk about the bad by saying crazy stuff so that we all think about it. No, we cannot think about it. We cannot look into the WikiLeaks or Project Veritas. Only CNN can do that. What are you talking about? It's really, really hard. It's really, really hard to stay on YouTube. Anybody who know that, know that. Anybody that don't know that. So it's like we're in this divide right now. For a lot of content creators, like, they know that. There's a lot of content creators who don't know that because they kind of like, they don't go out there to question things or to say something that they're not allowed to say. And you're probably thinking to yourself, let me say this again, you're probably thinking to yourself, oh, Bill, just don't say that bad word. Don't say the one thing that you can't talk about. All the other thing that you can't talk about. Let me tell you something about that. Let me open your eyes and tell you. There's so many things you cannot talk about on YouTube that you don't know when you're going to accidentally say it, because every once in a while you will get a notice in the YouTube studios. The YouTube studios! The studios! And they will say the craziest things like, sorry, your video is violating the rules and it was taken down and removed because of this or because of that. I'll give you an example. One time, I uploaded a video. I talked about these things that were in the mountains. Something in the mountains in Switzerland. Yeah! Something in the mountains of Switzerland. Switzerland. Something in the mountains of Switzerland. And YouTube said, you can't talk about that. So if you want to know what I was talking about, if you want to know what I'm talking about, God damn it, if you want to know what I'm talking about, you think I'm going to say it on YouTube? YouTube told me, they sent me something, and they said, you cannot talk about it. And I probably documented it. I must have put it on my blog. Back when it happened last year in 2022, and with the screenshots and everything. It's really hard to show you now because they just terminated the channel, so that like the evidence is gone. They probably have it in their servers somewhere if you want to investigate. But it's like, that's just one example of many. So many, like, crazy examples. Like, just talking about the topic could get me banned again. Could get this video deleted. My channel deleted. Another channel deleted. Which I know you're thinking, Just follow the rules. What rules? Just follow the rules! How am I supposed to follow the rules if the rules are invisible? The line between breaking the rules and obeying the rules is invisible! It's invisible. I know what you're thinking. No, it's not. It's clear. Just don't do anything that's hate space. Just don't do hate speech. What is hate speech? Ha ha ha! What is hate speech? Well, hate speech is any time you say something that we don't like. Oh. Well, what do you not like? Well, we'll tell you after you break it. What? Yeah, you're supposed to think like the Borg. You're supposed to think like the Borg. Think like the Borg. And when you think together like us, just like the Asians do when they're all together, and they never have individuality, they have collectivism. And you gotta have collectivism, just like the Borg from Star Trek. Just like the Borg from Star Trek. Yeah. Just like the Borg from Star Trek. Never mind the audio delay here. It's like a Japanese movie I'm being dubbed. Little bit of a delay. I don't know. It's less than a half a second or something. But you just gotta listen to us. And think the same like us. And talk the same. And when we all talk the same and have no individuality, that means every time you talk and make a video or do anything in life, you're not going to break the rules. But I want to be able to have freedom, think things on my own, actually say something wrong, offensive. It might be hate speech, but it's not hate speech. I don't want to be hate speech. I'm not trying to have spam, I'm not doing spam, I'm not trying to be spam, I'm not trying to be a troll, I'm not trying to hurt you, don't want to hurt you, not violent, I believe in peaceful stuff, just talking, move my mouth. Sticks and what do they say again? Sticks and stones shall break my bones, but words shall never hurt me unless if they're hate speech. God damn it, hate speech, hate speech, hate speech, hate speech. Oh yeah, I do not condone violence. I'm against violence. Please do not do violence. These are all my disclaimers. If I say it, maybe the AI won't flag this video. Maybe the fact checkers will be like, oh, maybe he's not trying to do anything bad. I'm not trying to do anything bad. Please follow the law. Please be peaceful. Peaceful. You must be peaceful. Even though I do say stuff like that. One time, I upload a video, and I say something like, trust something. The plan. That video got me my second strike on my channel, and then I didn't get a third strike, and then that channel got terminated. And I seriously was not endorsing something that wasn't even illegal in the first place, but you can't even talk about it because I'm actually against that letter in the alphabet. Think about all the letters in the alphabet. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say the letter is a letter in the alphabet. Think about language, and you got letters, and now they're banned. This is 1984, and that got me my second community guideline strike. My second community guideline strike, like for saying a letter. Think about the letters in the alphabet. It might get me banned if I say the letters in the alphabet because YouTube is crazy. L, M, N, O, P. What's the letter after P? What's the letter after P? That got me my second strike. Not because I said, go follow that letter. I didn't say go follow that letter. I said if you wanna think of you following something, whether it's that or anything, first of all, be peaceful, follow law. I said that in my articles or my videos, and I uploaded a bit to another website so that it's documented and proven. It's out there. Everybody knows. Anybody who knows anything can go and prove me wrong, but I said what I said. I said all these things which would take thousands of hours to dissect and analyze because I document my whole entire life. And so you could go and literally look at what I did. And then you could think whether or not you agree or disagree. And then you'd be like, oh, maybe we should ban him or not ban him. Oh, look what I'm doing with my hands. I must be... The R word, retarded. Oh my god, can I say that? So many words I don't know if you can say it, but all I know is every time they take down a video, I become OCD about it, and I'm like, okay, so I can't say peanut butter? Okay. Put that on my list. And I could probably have a list like of 1,000 words. They take down another video, and then I could be like, what? You cannot say Amsterdam? Wait, my grandpa was born in Amsterdam. I cannot say Amsterdam, god damn it! I cannot say Amsterdam! I cannot say Amsterdam, god damn it. I cannot say Amsterdam. Oh, you cannot say Amsterdam. And what's next? You cannot say Switzerland. That's a real example earlier. Don't know if I can actually say Switzerland, but it was like specifically the context of everything together that was being said in the video. It's crazy. What? I cannot say mountains! Alright, so I cannot say mountains. What else? Rabbits! Alright, cannot say the word rabbits. What's another word that I cannot say on YouTube? Snakes! The problem is I won't know until after I say it, after I do it. Then they come and they strike you. They strike you. They strike you. They strike you, goddammit! They strike you! YouTube give you community guideline strikes! Community guideline strikes! And copyright strikes, but mostly community guideline strikes without notice! Without notice! Without notice! How many times do I have to make a new channel? I made over 40 channels on YouTube! 40! Over 40! Why? Because I knew back in 2009, I need to make a lot of these because sometimes they're gonna get banned in the future. That's why I started making so many. I made my first one in 2006. And then I started making more like in 2009. And then over the years, more and more and more. Because I started seeing on Facebook in 2010. And I started seeing other places too, off and on, these past few years. And so when people like Ben Shapiro will be like, all you gotta do is play ball. And then you'll get your money. Yeah, you just gotta get. And even people like Stefan Molyneux was like, well, you know, you just gotta follow the rules and stuff. Even though I don't do that. I get donations. But if you're gonna be on social media, you gotta follow the rules. Let me tell you something. You could try to follow the rules. They'll just make up new rules and say you violated them and then kick you out. Sooner or later, they'll kick you out for nothing. They ban you. Donald Trump, he didn't break any of the rules. But they kicked him off. They kicked off the president of the United States of America. If they could do that to him, they could do that to Steven Crowder. They could do that to anybody. They could easily kick Steven Crowder off of all his social media, and then Dailywire would say, oh, well, you're totally deleted forever. That means you gotta pay us the money. $5 million or whatever it might be, even though they're denying. Dailywire's like, oh, no, actually. And other people are like, oh, no, actually, Steven Crowder would still get some money, like $5 million. But what is that? How much money does it cost to produce Steven Crowder's show? It could be more than $10 million a year. It could be $5 million, $10 million. It could be more, depending on. One of the things is the bandwidth. People coming to the website to watch the videos. That's the biggest thing that costs money most of the time. That's usually the biggest cost for bandwidth is watching the videos. Even though there's probably ways to reduce it. I'm not really here to talk about that because I'm a nerd. I'm into that. Like maybe if you do something like BitTorrent, you do some kind of decentralized thing, you have to set it up. Like BitChute.com, they kind of had that set up. They in the past, they may not have that anymore. BitChute, you know that website. It's a competition. It's a competitor to YouTube, and it's a little bit like Rumble, but it's like there are ways to reduce bandwidth costs, but for now, people are still doing it the old way, and the simpler way, the more reliable way. Like if you do try to reduce the cost of bandwidth, you try to do something like BitTorrent, you try to do some kind of mesh thing, MESH, some kind of there's a lot of fancy words, and only the nerds would understand this because I'm all into that kind of stuff. But I was making my own website 13 years ago, and I was trying to compete with Facebook and everything. I gave up after a few years, but I mean, not that I wouldn't ever try to come back and try to do it again with my website meaomnia.com, but it is a lot of work, and I don't blame people who don't have what it takes to really play ball. Like, it's difficult doing websites because you have to make sure you don't get kicked off of the web host, whether it's GoDaddy. Yeah, GoDaddy. What else? Amazon. Oh, Google. And whoever else do the web hosting. And they're very, a lot of them are woke. A lot of them are this and that. And they have taken down websites before. Parler.com. Gab.com. What are the other websites? Sometimes these websites are attacked because they're being hosted on these web servers or the web host services. Their servers, their computer servers, which are just like rooms with computers that are kept on, connected to the internet, and they have the hard drives and the programs that run the websites. A website is almost like a text file that, not exactly a text file, but that's the foundation of the code that is run through a web browser, basically. I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be a web browser, but I'm getting nerdy. I like being nerdy. Love that stuff. I wish more people understood it. The reason why I talk about it is because, in my mind, I'm like, if only I say the words like a magic spell, people would understand, because I feel like I can just walk you through the steps of how the internet works, and then maybe you'll get it, because some of it is more complex than you think, and some of it's more simple than you think. It's a little bit of both, back and forth kind of thing, but it's crazy and it's hard to do a website. And I'm not saying I'm some website expert. I'm just a guy who's in the middle of a lot of things, because I haven't really done what Tim Pool has done. I haven't done what Steven Crowder has done. I haven't done what Alex Jones has done. I haven't done what Robert Barnes has done. Viva Fry. Any of these people, I haven't really been at those levels. And so I may not have any credibility at those levels. It's a little bit disappointing, but I do have a few things I want to say, because I've been around a little while, and I've seen a few things, and I know that it's difficult. And I never really liked Ben Shapiro. And I don't really want to be enemies with people. I don't want to be enemies with people. But sometimes I may not like people, and I'm not saying that I'm right about how I feel about people, that my gut intuition is going to be right about people, but I didn't like him. And then other people talked about how they didn't like him. And he did come out before telling people they should do the thing, stick it in their arm song. If you don't want to stay alive, stick it in your arm. That's the 2019 song that I wrote. But YouTube took it down because they took down my channel, even though I didn't get a third strike. So I don't like it when smart people tell you to do dumb things. Like Ben. Ben didn't have to go around telling people to do something that is not good. And now they're unalive. Can I say unalive? Minecraft unalive. I'm trying not to get banned, but eventually I'm probably going to get banned again. God damn, I'll get banned again! Oh, I'm gonna get banned again! Can I wait? Oh, so YouTube, please delete this video! And this channel and my other channels again and again and again! And then when I make a new channel, please delete them! Please flag this video and send it to the YouTube headquarters and tell YouTube headquarters staff, ooh, Oatmeal back, he's so dangerous. He got 1 follower. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, Oatmeal got 1 follower. He didn't really say anything that's against our current community guidelines, but he's kind of hinting at them. He's subtly hinting and using memes and stuff. I think that's enough to get him. He's kind of like Jesus, Oatmeal Jesus. Gotta get him because he's annoying and he needs to grow his beard. I don't want to hate people, but sometimes I may not like people and sometimes I could be wrong about that. And I'm not here to really dissect my life in this video. I do need to make those videos, which I'm planning on doing more of. Did a live stream on Memes World a few days ago for 4 hours, giving a general outline of my entire life. I do that because I wanna. I'm not saying that it's important. I think it's important, but I think it's good to look at oneself. You look at yourself. It's a Michael Jackson song. You gotta look at the man in the mirror. And if only Ben could do that, because he's like, go ahead and do the thing. And then a few years later, he's like, oh, don't do it, actually. God damn it, why couldn't you say that in the first way, Ben? And now we got people like Scott Adams, and he's like, oh, hey guys, you win, I lose. And you know what I say? You know what we're saying? It's not about winning or losing. It's about stopping the bad people like the globalists and the leftists from reducing population. Bill Gates talked about that in a TED Talk video back in 2015 or so. It's like, what are you gonna do about it? I mean, I don't want to hate the Dailywire. I never really liked the Dailywire because they were connected to Ben Shapiro. So I didn't really think a lot about Dailywire, but some people started liking the Dailywire. I was like, all right, well, we're probably gonna be stronger if we're together. And we gotta be together. We gotta be together. Why can't we be together? If we're divided, a house among itself cannot stand. You know? If what did I say? If a house is divided amongst itself, it cannot stand. And that's what we're doing here. And it's not really about the right versus the left. It's really about the up versus the down. It's like the people who want debate between the right and the left, they want to be separated from the people who don't want any debate at all. Some kind of uni-party system, tyranny. We want freedom to be able to debate about things, and that's what we want. But you got the Dailywire, and they're gatekeepers. I don't know how else to tell you that, but it's like Ben Shapiro is a gatekeeper. I know people kind of say that about people in general. They'll say, this person is a gatekeeper. No, this person is a gatekeeper. You can do a little test and determine who is a gatekeeper. Gatekeeper will not talk to some people. They will not talk about the most important things right away. I know you can try to generalize and say, well, anybody could meet those standards. I'll tell you something. I was surprised when the Dailywire removed my video and I was just doing a quick review of their movie Terror on the Prairie. Terror on the Prairie, starring Gina Carano. I go around Twitter and everywhere and I tell everybody they removed my video. YouTube, hey, you need to restore it. I don't think I got anybody's attention. I don't think anybody saw that, even though I ran around tweeting, emailing. I was all over social media, YouTube, Facebook. I was on my blog in July 2022. A man can try. A man can try. So I'm just like, I fail. I fail a lot, but I tried to do the right thing, and YouTube restored the video, and I was right about that. I make a big deal about it because if Dailywire is going to attack a small content creator like me, who has like a few subscribers, then what are they going to do to bigger people? And why do they care? Like, I literally got 88 subscribers on YouTube. What is that number? Well, it might be bigger than a 5-year-old. I can go up to a 5-year-old and be like, hey, 5-year-old, hey, look at me. Hey, hello, I got more subscribers than you. But, ultimately, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Like, not a lot of people really care what I say, even though I want them to, but that's besides the point. Even though in my head I might be like, look at me, I think I look kind of cool, I think I got some talent. Doesn't really matter. What matters for the most part at the moment, at any given moment, what is relevant is only what people can see. I'm not saying that's right. I'm saying that's what people see. A lot of people would not see a lot in me. I'm not saying that some people might not, like some people, like some people might look at me and be like, okay, he's okay. Or they might look at him and be like, he's retarded. Or whatever. Maybe a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And it's like, older people can probably understand that. Older people can probably deal with that. A lot of people could probably learn how to deal with it. It's still going to be tough for a lot of people. It's like, you're online and you really got to have like thick skin. I got a lot of that. I don't have it completely. I'm still learning it, even though it's like something I've been aware of for a really long time, because it's kind of like real life. And so it's not different than what you would see in real life in some ways, like going to high school and some people are not going to like you. And so that goes back 20 years at least, 30 years in other ways. And it's like online bullying is something that happens. And I don't mean this video to be all about that either, but it's like, you really have to have thick skin and you really got to understand who you are on a deep level, and younger people will have a harder time dealing with that. And that goes back to the main point of this controversy, this feud, this fight, this debate between Steven Crowder and the Dailywire. And like younger talents come in. They come in, they're not going to have thick skin. Some of them are not going to have thick skin, okay? Some of them are not going to have thick skin. It's unfortunate. And they're going to bow down to YouTube. And that's what YouTube is hoping for. That's what the big tech giants are hoping for. Because they're just like, they've been integrated like being born in the Matrix, not knowing that you're in the Matrix kind of thing, and you want the approval of other people, and you don't know how to survive if people don't like you, even though people kind of joke around about not caring and stuff. And that is another problem too. That's happening simultaneously, where either you're gonna care and do whatever they tell you, or you don't care and you don't do anything that anybody tells you, which causes other problems in your life and the life of other people. And they seriously promote both of those things in order to put a paradox inside your mind where it's like you care and you don't care at the same time, which means you're going to destroy your life because you're not going to be stable, because you're going to be bipolar. You're going to be bipolar because sometimes you're going to do exactly what they tell you, and then sometimes you're going to do the opposite because you don't care and you despise what they say because you always do what they say. Then you're going to not do what they say because you despise it and you hate it and you have resentment and all that kind of stuff. But then you're always going to go back to doing what they say because you want to feel like you're part of them, because you grew up in the Matrix, you grew up in this system. And that's why contracts like this is so devilish, so evil, because you should not put that at them. Like, you shouldn't as a company like the Dailywire, that shouldn't be the first thing that you give them. You don't have to punish people for how they do on social media, because you should not rely on them. And companies like the Dailywire, they can be like, well, that's our model because we get advertisement money from YouTube. And here's what I'll say. You can go ahead and try to get money from YouTube. You got some people on YouTube, and they can stay on YouTube and collect the ad dollars that they collect from the advertisement. You can continue to do that. Good luck. You want to be on social media and get the money from marketing and stuff. And that's been a big argument that a lot of people are talking about online. A lot of people are talking about that. A lot of people are talking about that again and again and again. Like, you know, you got to get the money. If you're not on social media, you don't get the money, and then you can't get the money, and that means you get less money. So you're going to get paid less money. And Ben Shapiro said that you're going to get less money because you can't bring in the money from the advertisers because you're not on there. You can't collect the money. If you can't collect the money for us, then we can't get the money to give you. And if you're trying to collect the money, you can collect the money yourself. This is what I say to all the people like Ben Shapiro. I say, Ben, you on YouTube, you collect the money. You collect the money. You collect the money. You on YouTube. Ben Shapiro, you already on YouTube. You collect the money. You spit out advertisements every 5 seconds. Every 5 seconds, you make a video. Hey, you go on YouTube. You can collect the ad revenue every 5 seconds on YouTube. You can make a YouTube video, go live or not, and be like, hey everybody, I'm Ben Shapiro. I'm going to tell you something about the latest thing in the news. But first, you want to sleep well at night? Oh yeah, you need a pillow. Never mind. That guy, the My Pillow guy selling pillows, we don't like him. We don't support him. I got my own pillow stuff. And no offense, nothing against competition. I'm not against competition. But the point is YouTube does what they do. YouTube is crazy. Ben Shapiro is on YouTube collecting ad revenue They can take that in. They could build up Dailywire, which is what they're already doing. But when they're signing in new talent like Steven Crowder or even a small little, I'll be Joey Arnold, which, nobody would hire me. And would I sign it? Well, a few years ago I might have. And a lot of people still will, and that's why Steven Crowder came out, because there are a lot of people, whether they know better or not, they might accidentally sign a contract that will screw them. Let me say that again. There's a lot of people who will sign with Dailywire or another company, maybe even Glenn Beck's The Blaze. I don't know if there's any problems with them, or the Fox News. A lot of younger people, or even older people, but especially younger people, may accidentally sign a contract that will sell their soul to the devil, and they'll be making the biggest mistake in the world. Even people like me, who's been in the industry for over 30 years, maybe not over 30 years, but a long time, I've been aware of things and kind of making videos and stuff. I've been aware of, contracts, contracts and stuff. And I'm no expert, and I'm not even good at what I do, and I don't really do anything, even though I say, oh, look at me, I'm Omnia. I do this, I do that, I do this thing, I do that thing, I make videos, write articles, and make memes, and I can spend 5 hours. Oh, look at me, I can spend 5 hours talking about myself. Oh, look at me, yeah, from Oregon. I went to New York, and I did this and this and this, yeah. I went to West Virginia, I went to Hawaii with the Salvation Army. I'm a retarded person. I went to Vietnam, taught English for 5 years. I'm making a website. I can go on and on and on. But I did this and this and this and this and this and this. Look at me. And I've made those videos and wrote those articles. And I've done it again and again and again and again for many, many years. Many, many years. And people looking at me. Anybody watch my videos, reading my articles, whatever. They can look at me. They can hear me with their ears. People can hear me. They can hear Oatmeal Joey Arnold. They can hear me saying, I love you, Joey Arnold. I go around the world. Yeah, go to Oregon, go to New York, go to West Virginia, go to Hawaii, go to Vietnam. I did this since 1985. Wow, doing all this, making websites, making videos since 1996. Oh, yeah, making videos so many years. Oh, wow, over 10,000 videos get deleted off YouTube because YouTube sucks. And I did this thing, I did that thing, I did this thing and that thing. And I'm a doctor and a pastor and I'm a movie maker. I'm an actor, I'm a writer, I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm a this and a that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But at the end of the day, you could look at that, you roll your eyes, turn the channel, because inside your mind you're like, who is this guy? I don't care. This guy nobody. I'm not gonna watch him. Why you watch my video then? What? I said, why you watch my video? I made a big mistake. I need to stop watching Oatmeal Joey Arnold videos. He's just a weirdo. But my point would be, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I can talk all day about myself and how I feel. How I feel about myself. But at the end of the day, what really matters is, what am I trying to say? Is there any truth behind what I'm saying? If there is, you can run with it. Take it to the bank. Copy and paste. Steal my stuff. Don't give me credit. I don't care. I wrote that in my blog, my daily blog. I've been putting out every single day since 2019. I've been putting out a blog every day. I put in a disclaimer. I try to put it in every blog post. I try to put it in every blog post. Try to type in, my stuff's not copyrighted. In the end, people may try to sue me at any time, try to throw me in jail. I've been in jail before, but it's stupid. It's stupid, but it's it's stupid anyway. It's a lot of people may get sucked into the bad contracts, and a lot of people have. A lot of people in Hollywood, in the music industry, and that's one of the things that Kanye West was talking about, Kanye West, like, yay, Mr. Yay, and he's like running around, especially in 2022, last year, running around talking about that, and he said a bunch of different things, and people focus on particular items of things that he said. Guy with a mustache. I don't even know if I can say that word without getting flagged or banned or whatever, deleted. Seriously, you may think, because some people may say the word, especially if you're a bigger YouTuber, or they may look past you, because it's very subjective how it works when you get flagged, when you get a strike on YouTube. It's not predictable. It may sometimes be predictable depending on the thing, but some of the items are very subjective, especially when it goes through the YouTube staff, and they'll have to decide, or it goes through some kind of algorithm and it has to get triggered, and then you get flagged. But a lot of that is not predictable, especially for me, for the people outside of the YouTube headquarters. Like, we don't know what the code is. We don't know what the algorithm is. So it's so easy to get banned. And so it's like young people, they can get banned for anything. But for the most part, it's like we're self-censoring. And then you got Ben Shapiro. Again, Ben Shapiro will say, just don't do anything that's not allowed. Even though the funny thing about it is, Ben will say that he called YouTube, yelled at YouTube so loud that he got the CEO, Susie, to talk to him. So, on one hand, Ben will say that you just gotta not get banned on YouTube. But on the other hand, he will say, when you do get banned, I'll call YouTube up and yell until I get to talk to the CEO of YouTube. I'll talk to the YouTube CEO, Susie Wojcicki, whatever her name is. Sounds like the name for a Star Wars character, like some kind of huggable teddy bear. Those Milwaukee Bears. The Milwaukee Bucks, whatever they are. You can do that. You can do that if you want to do that. You want to go do that, you can do that. You want to do that? You want to do that? Most banned oatmeal in the world here. Trying to make the world greener, one oatmeal at a time. Yeah. Trying to make the world greener, one oatmeal at a time. So, I see a paradox. I see a contradiction here. I think that Dailywire has helped a little bit, and people agree that it's been a net positive, whatever that means. They've done a little bit good. Oh yeah, Tim Pool talked about that too. That Dailywire helped a little bit with the culture, politics, all that kind of stuff, making the world better. And even Ben Shapiro may have done a little good. But how can Ben say something like, just follow the rules, then you don't get banned on YouTube, and then say, but if you do get banned on YouTube, I could call YouTube Susie, CEO, yeah, I call CEO of YouTube, and get you unbanned. What, Ben, why do you have to, why would you have to call YouTube for me if all I have to do is just not get banned? You think, Ben Shapiro, you be like, oh, I found a Stephen Crowder for over 10 years. Yeah, I'm Stephen Crowder's lawyer. I'm Stephen Crowder's lawyer. My name's Ben Shapiro. Look at me, I'm Ben Shapiro. I'm Stephen Crowder's lawyer. So Ben, you're saying that you are Stephen Crowder's friend and his lawyer, and you're saying that you're helping Stephen stay on YouTube, and that's why you called YouTube. You called the CEO. You got her attention. You got the YouTube CEO's attention. But why would you have to do that in the first place? You really think Steven Crowder wakes up in the morning every day and say, "I'm Steven Crowder! I want to get banned on YouTube! Oh, hey, Betty Boy! Lawyer Betty Boy! Ben Shapiro! Hi, Ben! I'm your friend Steven Crowder! I'm going to get banned on YouTube! On purpose! On purpose! On purpose! On purpose! Steven Crowder gonna get banned on YouTube on purpose! On purpose! On purpose! Ben, please yell at the YouTube staff so that Susie will talk to you and then unban me because I don't want to follow the rules. I try very hard to not follow the rules. I'm Steven Crowder. Steven Crowder never follow the YouTube rules. YouTube, yeah. Steven Crowder tries to break YouTube rules. Steven Crowder tries very hard to break the YouTube rules. Steven Crowder tries to break the YouTube rules. Community guidelines to get strikes. Strikes. Community guidelines strikes. Quack. Volleyball cracker. Ben Shapiro has to save Steven Crowder. Ben Shapiro has to call up YouTube. Ben Shapiro has to save Steven Crowder by calling YouTube and telling CEO Susie to restore Steven. Really? 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 Is that what you think? Do you think all that? Here's what I think. I think that Steven Crowder tries very hard not to get banned, but he still gets banned and stuff sometimes. And so has a lot of people, including me, and that's why I always talk about YouTube deleting over 10,000 videos of mine. Because it's crazy. I don't want those videos deleted because some of them are from when I was 10 years old. And YouTube makes a big deal that they don't want to hurt the children. Save the children, hug the trees, save the whales. You know, what happened to that thing, Copa? You gotta help the kids, help the children. Don't harm them. But you're gonna harm them if you delete my videos because there are kids in them, including me back when I was a kid. But you're gonna delete them? Childhood memories? Personal, private property of mine? But you're gonna say like, well, now it's our property. Really? 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 Thank you for watching the Oatmeal Joey Arnold show on this Sunday. On this Sunday, the 22nd day of January 2023 at 7:05 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the West Coast near Seattle, but nobody's keeping track of any of that. Nobody at all. I made a couple points in this hour plus video that should have been just a 2-minute video. So I made a couple of points, and people can do whatever they want with it or not. Cut it up, clip it, pass it around, steal it. Steal the ideas from it, plagiarize from me if you want, or totally ignore this, never ever watch this video. And maybe if you don't want to watch this video, maybe you don't even know this video exists in the first place. Which might be the case for some people. They have no idea who watches videos or not. Sometimes I get comments, and that's great. For those who do, I do read them, and I appreciate everybody who do care. Even if it's only 3 people or 4 people that might see some of my content sometimes, every once in a while, every once in a blue moon. I'm sure that I put out too much crap for people to see all of it. Whether you like it or not, I do what I do. I'm not saying whether or not I agree with everything that I do or whatever. I'm not saying that I'm going to always do what I do But I do say that I do what I do, and I believe in what I do, and I try to do the best that I can do with everything that I do for a lot of reasons, but I don't always make it clear why I do what I do, and I know that I've been taken out of context a lot of times and everything over the years, or there's a lot of context that's lacking, so there's a lot of things that are poorly done, unedited, taken out of context. Some of it is out of context because the context was deleted by YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, other websites, other social media, etc., etc., etc. It goes on, a big long list, and that's why I talk about it a lot, because it's like my life was ruined in a lot of ways, worse than a lot of people. I'm not going to say worse than Kanye West or Steven Crowder or Alex Jones and all these other people, but I strongly believe that my life was effed up and in a lot of ways by a lot of people and stuff, but not to say that I don't hold any responsibility. I do, it's my fault for some things, but not not for other things. I'm not here to get into all of that. I only bring it up to say that I'm aware of it, that there's a lot of nuance, a lot of back and forth, a lot of different things, good and bad, things that I did that was right and wrong, depending on the things, and there was always the like the intention that I have intention to do good, and then I do things, but over the years it's crazy, and then sometimes you can get banned because you're trying to help the world, kind of thing, depending on the thing. And if the rules are understandable, then I can follow them. That's why I make a big deal about it. Just to say really quickly, I made some videos talking about this. I'm about to end this video, and I just thought I would add a few things like this at the end and say that I feel really passionate about explaining my story, because I want it on record just in case, and for the record, it's important to me even if it's not important. Like, seriously, like, even if this does not matter, it still matters to me, and I feel like it's relevant and meaningful, and you can get something out of it. Even if you cannot get something out of it, I believe you can. I feel like you can, and I'm not saying that I'm right about that. Seriously, I'm just saying that's how I feel about it. That's why I make a big deal about the work that I do, even if my talking skills may suck. Oh, it's so bad. Like, even if, which I would argue against it, but even if my writing skills and my talking skills and everything else is terrible or counterproductive or whatever else that it may be, I like it. I like it! To quote Hook. Yeah, Hook. I like Hook. The Peter Pan sequel made by Steven Spielberg, starring Robin Williams. It came out in 1991. Good movie, and Captain Hook. That's right, not Johnny Depp, not Jack Sparrow of the Pirates of the Caribbean, but the original pirate. I don't know about original, but it's like one of the more original, older, who knows how old he is, but it's like Captain Hook is like, I like it a lot. There's probably a terrible impersonation, but it's like, seriously, it's like, I like what I do. I do try to evolve, and I try to get better at stuff that I do, but I try not to delete older stuff of my stuff of my life. Like, I try not to delete my older videos and articles and photos and memes and everything, anything and everything. Like a lot of the stuff that I got online or offline, I may not like. I may not even like this video, for example. But if I spend all day analyzing it and being like, well, I'm not going to put it out, then I'll never, ever put anything out. And that's what people like me have to realize and get through their thick skull. Sometimes for perfectionists like us, we have to just put stuff out. And for the opposite kind of people, they gotta stop being lazy and they gotta work harder. I'm a committed freak. I'm a lunatic in the sense that I'm very dedicated and committed to doing whatever I'm doing and to like finish it. So I'm very, very loyal, kind of like people stuck in some kind of cult. You could say the oatmeal here, this guy right here, Oatmeal Joe Arnold, you could say he a cult member. Cult members can be very, 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 very dedicated. So it's a good thing and a bad thing. It's good that you're dedicated. It's bad if you're dedicated and committed to a thing that's going to knock you off a cliff. And you really got to be aware of all of that. So I'm going to just put this out there. Everything that I've said in this video, in this very short video, over an hour, is very short for me. I try to say everything that I want to say within an hour, and it just goes out. It goes out like it just I run out of time and I'm out of time kind of thing. And I think I could probably do like 5-hour videos, like just like nothing, like just kind of like put it out there. And I probably should do live streams where I would be interacting with people, and that would probably cause my brand to grow, and then I would start to become polished in a way. I admit that I may be very unpolished and stuff, and some of it may never go away. Some of it is like that because I wanted to be like that, and some of it I probably couldn't do anything about it. It's a little bit above going back and forth about whether or not I'm good at what I do, whatever that I do, whether it's like videos, articles, memes, etc., whatever that I do, that I talk about all the time, and the content that I put online, good or bad, whether you like it or not. It's like I have a lot of pride in what I do, whether you agree with my opinions or not. I am passionate about it. I have not made any official videos presenting these ideas because they don't always come out in a standard format, and it's not predictable when they're gonna come out. I'm like, I know, it's like I know when I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. Like, I'm not saying that I have no idea what I'm saying. Like, I'm not a crazy weirdo. I know I'm a crazy, like, let me say this. I know I'm a crazy weirdo, but I'm not that crazy of a weirdo. What I'm trying to say is, like, sometimes I have to get into the right mood and everything else in order to get around to really, really wanting to explain things. And so my goal, one of my goals would be to put out some official videos where I clearly explain some of those things, some of these things that I've been saying in these videos. Maybe just cut up this video, I guess, and use that as my official video as a disclaimer. I feel like I have a lot of different things that I want to say in an official video where I make some kind of like overview, a thorough overview outline of these things that I want to say. I don't want to say all this stuff in every video, and I'm not going to say it in every video, but every once in a while I might kind of hint at some of these things. Some of these things I do say again and again. I want to say some things again and again. A lot of people do that. A lot of people say a lot of things again and again. I have a lot of mixed feelings about that. I've been thinking about this particular topic for many, many years, and I would analyze some people who do it, and sometimes people do it, and sometimes they don't do it, and sometimes they want to do it, sometimes they accidentally do it. Maybe they losing their mind, losing their memory, maybe they're getting old or something. There are all kinds of people do it, whether it's actors, comedians. It might be Donald Trump. It might be Alex Jones. It might be your favorite person. It could be your mom. Some people will repeat themselves. They'll say some things, and sometimes it can get annoying. Sometimes it may not get annoying. Sometimes it needs to be said. It has to be said again and again and again. Or maybe it really depends on the situation. And I kind of want to do it, and sometimes I don't want to do it. I have a lot of mixed feelings, and that's kind of why I would want to have some official videos in case I don't do it again. I can point people at some particular videos where I talk about why do I do what I do? What did I do in my life? Particular items, particular things. There's always going to be like a better way to say it, and that's why I'd probably want to say it again sometimes in the future. And then, like, you know, put out a new video, a supercut video, an edited, you know, boiled down video. There's all these different topics, and they're all like interconnected about the things that I want people to know, like the most important things that I want people to know if they were new to my channel, new to me in general. Like, I kind of want people to kind of know, like if you're new and you don't know, it's like, I want you to know this, I want you to know that, just in case you're curious. Not to say that it matters, not to say that you should care, but I think you should. I'm going to end this video now. Goodbye. Wait, no, goodbye. Should I end it with a goodbye? I should say, I want to say, I don't know if I say goodbye. Goodbye. Another way to end a video. That's another thing that I thought about a lot. It's like a lot of people will come up with their own way of ending a video. And end the video the same way every time. I don't know if I can do that. I want to, and I don't want to. I have a lot of mixed feelings about that. I can either say goodbye, or I guess the other way I'm going to do it. The other way I've been doing it recently has been, well, don't take my word for it. I'm just the most banned oatmeal in the world. Making the world greener, one oatmeal at a time.